Hi, hey, hello. We are on location today at Hodges Elementary School library, where first graders learned about Lunar New Year. Let's take a look.
Of the Lunar New Year.
Today we talked to them about Lunar New Year because it actually happens in February based on the lunar cycle. And so we like for kids to learn that everybody has celebrations all over the world, but usually in different ways and for different reasons.
What did you learn about today?
We learned about China.
China. And what type of stories did we learn about?
We learned about dragon stories.
Dragon stories. What's another word for story? Do you remember?
Legend.
Legends. Remember about legends?
So we give them the legend behind Lunar New Year and why red and firecrackers are so important. Part of that legend goes with a monster named Nin.
When it started coming and scared the people, and then it turned red and stuff,
The monster doesn't like the color red.
so it started running away.
But it's first graders, so we try to help them understand that it's all a legend and based on fun.
What is culture?
Parts of everyday life.
What type of lessons are you trying to teach kids when you teach about different cultures?
That's a great question. We always love to start with a map, and we like kids to understand that your culture, your daily life, is determined by where you live. For example, in China, they were surrounded by the Himalayas, the Gobi Desert, and an ocean, so they were very isolated, and that is why their culture is very unique. And we hope to just plant that seed at least with kids, and as they grow older, that's conceptually going to be more clear to them. But I hope to show them, for example, that in China they grow rice. We can't grow rice in Lubbock. And that's just a small example of how culture can be different based on where you live. They always do amaze me at the things they already know. And yes, people need water, so we settle near water. That's a real basic concept in geography, for example, and they knew that. And then little things like that they have a different type of writing, but they could recognize it, that it was writing.
What is it?
A note.
No, what's inside there?
Money.
Or that their money looks different, but it's still money. So I think they knew things like that, and that's important. You can just tell they're reading and somebody's talking to them about things that go on in the world.
Students today here at Hodges got to learn about different cultures. If your student wants to learn about different cultures in the classroom or outside, you can visit the QR code down below, and it'll visit the page that has resources for you. Back to you, Erin.